Sunny said. That's a pretty idealistic way to say a bunch of underclassmen think Jason's hot. Jason choked slightly on his water, but recovered. Brandon gleefully pounded his back. Little emotional there, he said. I get it. Big moment for you. Jason, Grace said, biting the tip off her carrot stick, would you rather falsely accuse someone of cheating off you, and they fail, or have every single Friday night be homecoming for the rest of your life? Oh, come on, Jason protested, finally. What kind of sadistic choice is that? The rest of us cheered. Put it up here, Brandon said to Grace, lifting his hand for her to high-five. You broke him. Would you rather was Jason's game. He used to come up with the questions when we were waiting in the lunch line, or walking to class. Would you rather badly injure a small child with your car, or have a single mother go to jail for hitting you with hers? Once Sunny had told me she imagined Jason playing it alone, testing himself with all kinds of ethical dilemmas, which I believed. We were all laughing. Jason said, When I'm king and I'm looking over my list of enemies, I'm definitely remembering how none of you but Beth were on my side. Actually, I hadn't joined in because I was imagining the night of homecoming. How inside the music people would twine their bodies together and whisper secrets. How maybe on some certain chord Jason might look my way and want that with me. And I was afraid if I said anything now I might give myself away. I had been in love with Jason nearly as long as I'd known him. It was the only secret I'd ever kept from my friends. I was about to chime in, though, when Eric's shoe came over. Later, after all the ways things came apart, I would look back at this moment as a warning, a kind of foreshadowing of what I let happen. We mostly knew everyone in our class. We were a school of about 2,000, and Las Colinas was always in the list of top-ranked public schools, which meant that years into the future, we would still have a sleep debt and self-worth issues and nightmares about not having realized there was a back page of a calculus exam. Eric was the kind of person who would definitely pledge some kind of Asian frat in college, and Sunny and I had once clicked through his tagged pictures to confirm that he was in fact flipping off the camera in every one of them. Also, he had the third highest GPA in our class. Eric's eyes were bloodshot, and when he came close he smelled like pot. Jason cocked his head. You all right there? He said. Jason had a way of being on the verge of a smile that made everything seem like an inside joke you were in on with him. It made other people think they shared something with him, that they knew him well, although that usually wasn't true. Yep, Eric said. Doing pretty good. Yeah? What's, the occasion? Just working on my stress levels, Eric said. We're just all so stressed out all the time, you know? Then, apropos of nothing, he turned and peered at me. Hey, he said. I want to ask you, how come you never talk? The five of us looked at each other. Excuse me? Sunny said, a little sharply. What's that supposed to mean? Beth never talks to the rest of us. But then I see her sitting in your little huddle here and she's all... He mimed what I think was supposed to be mouths opening and closing with his hands. How come? It was true that outside of our group I was much quieter. I'd overheard various interpretations about what my deal was. That I was boring, or stuck up, or a bitch. Still, what Eric said wasn't the kind of thing people said to your face. It was jarring for a lot of reasons, but I remember it for one I wouldn't have anticipated. How truly, utterly impervious I felt. Eric could say whatever he wanted about me. I was always invincible with my friends.